I still can't believe the Trump got elected. I still can't believe. To me, it's like years from now, are we going to find out that I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but if there was any two people in this universe that could, manufacture an election, it would be Trump and Elon Musk. So I don't know, because I just can't imagine there's this many people. Because you need a brain and a conscience.
Right.
If if
Right.
if you're defective in either one of those, you're not going to resolve
So
yourself.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
let me take a call then. Sharon Marie. I didn't know that was the thing. Sharon Marie. Thank you, Chester. John in Virginia has a question. Welcome to the Karen Hunter Show. Hi, John.
Hi, Karen. Thank you for taking my call. I love your show, and I listen
Thank
to
you.
you every day, and I get more education. I wanna ask you the guest, how do you deal when you see people like Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz acting like they're white when they know that the freedom that they're enjoying, we die for it? Could you please explain to me that and all the laws that we fight for it? How can you deal with people like this?
Well, they are. It's called identifying with the aggressor in the psychology of the thing. It's like they'd rather be safe, and that's what all these people that are flocking to this you know malignant narcissist at the head of our country now.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
want to be safe, so they want to identify with the aggressor. It's a big problem.
So what do we do? Can
I
we shame them? I like people showing up to these rallies, not rallies, these town halls and saying shame, shame, shame. I
Yeah,
love the Cersei in the street throwing tomatoes, verbal tomatoes, and
that's where we're
shaming.
at.
Well, I
Yep.
don't know if it. Ted Cruz didn't care when there was a whole storm and he left for Cancun or whatever, and they reelected him. They rather him than Beto O'Rourke, who I don't, seems like an affable guy. He seems light years better than Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz got reelected, so something's wrong.
Something's way wrong. I still can't believe the Trump got elected. I still can't believe. To me, it's like years from now, are we going to find out that I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but if there was any two people in this universe that could, manufacture an election, it would be Trump and Elon Musk. So I don't know, because I just can't imagine there's this many people. Because you need a brain and a conscience.
Right,
If if
right.
if you're defective in either one of those, you're not going to resolve
So
yourself.
so you're saying there's 77 million people that can't be that many people that defected and brainless in this
It's just
country?
inconceivable to me that there's that many
Okay.
people that are falling for this Kool-Aid.
I agree with you. At the same time, have you met Americans? You
I
got a
live
man
with
shooting a
Americans.
kid. Have you met
Well,
Americans?
listen, white people say things to me that they would never say to you.
Give us one thing that's been said to you that would never be said to me.
Oh, uh, somebody comes, the people with the big purses, them, that I'm not driving through that neighborhood. Or, who my biggest challenge with is in my practice is having like a white mother of a mixed child
Mm-hmm.
talking racist crap. That is a
Oof.
that's a real hard one. I
So
had that.
like Patrick Mahomes' wife or what's the guy? Oh, you don't know these people. Okay, let
I
me
don't
just
know
put
this.
that over there. All
No,
right.
but it's a problem. So, I mean, at the
Y-
personal level, the professional level, the societal level, we need to be interjecting ourselves at every point, every one of those points. And,
okay.
I think we've all, white people especially, have gone back and remembered something that we wish we would have done different. I have somebody who was crying here saying she remembers she was standing outside waiting to get in to see the Saints at the Superdome, and people were milling around and the line was not clear. And this black family kind of came up and stood behind her thinking she was in the line. Well, the line went on, and these white people came up and started calling them, the N word and blah, blah, blah. And you did it. And she stood there shocked that they would say that. But she will never, I promise you, keep her mouth shut again. in that situation. She will never keep her mouth shut again. And it takes us sometimes recognizing how bad things are and how much falls on each of us.
I appreciate what you're doing, being an accidental abolitionist. Let's take Yosef really quickly, and then we're going to go to a break. Yosef in Texas, you're on with Sharon Marie. She's here. One
Hey,
word.
how you doing, Karen? I appreciate you taking my call. But pretty much, I kind of had a comment in the question. You made a statement. You said we shouldn't be mean. My question to that is why not? The reason why is because all the things that have been done. I'm not saying we should just go around being mean, but I think also justice has to be laid out. And I kind of phrase it like this. I had a white lady or Caucasian lady. She was talking to me one time, and I'm a judge. I kind of read across that as a client. And she told me, she said, evil has to be met with resistance. And she said that the thing about being a person that's pure is the death that the person that you go through.
All right. Listen. Hello. Whatever you're doing, I can't hear. Yosef. So stop doing that. Whatever you're doing, wash your hands, whatever. All right. Let me ask you a question. You listen to the show daily?
You know, my phone was connected to the
Okay.
to the Bluetooth.
All right. No problem. You listen to this. Thank you, Smith. You listen to this show regularly?
Yes, I do.
Do I seem like somebody that lets people play in my face?
No, man.
Okay. So that I'm not saying not to be. What I'm saying is I'm not expending the energy to go out of my way to seek out people to be mean to them.
Okay.
But if you call, I will answer. Okay.
Sure.
But I think that should be the default everybody should have, as opposed to, I'm just gonna go around and be mean to white people. I don't think that's the methodology that sends us to freedom, any of us, right? But I think everybody should know where the line is. And I think that should be for everybody. The line should be for everybody. There's a line of disrespect that will never be crossed. And I don't care what your complexion is. And if we set that standard across the board, then people, you teach them how to treat you. And that's what I'm saying, Joseph.
Correct. We're saying the same thing. My line of logic is, why are we trying to appease or get these people to see the way we want them to see it, the way our way, when they've already afflicted us? They're telling us how they feel about us. So at this point, the way I see it is that we have to be apologetic about it. We can't just sit up here and just create a narrative and be like, hey, look, these people have raped us, robbed us, murdered us.
Okay.
America is on dead bones.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still trying to, Joseph, I'm trying to find out where we're saying to be okay with any of that.
Yeah, no, the reason why I'm saying it, because it seems like to me a lot of the conversations we're having is trying to get them to see our position. They can never see it.
Nope. I don't care. I really don't care. And the only reason why Miss Sharon Marie is here is because she wrote a book about being an abolitionist, and I'm intrigued by that. And I want, I've been asking, why don't more of you identify with the John Browns of the world instead of the colonizers, the rapists, and the enslavers? And I just wanted a perspective, which she delivered. And I think it is her responsibility, and it is the responsibility of people who look like her to fix this. And I've said this many times on this show. We ain't start this, but we may finish it. We ain't started, but we may finish it. And I'm not centering whiteness in anything that I do. If you listen to the show or anything else, there's no centering. But I talk to everybody because everybody's valuable in my world. You're an accomplice. You're not just an ally. Yes. I don't have a Black Lives Matter freaking tattoo, nor would I get one, by the way. But you've made a commitment. And I appreciate that. And I think it should be applauded. Now, would you come to my cookout? I don't trust your potato salad. I'm just going to tell you straight up, Miss Chester. I don't know what you put in it. You can't come. If you come, you can't bring a dish. I don't want none of your music. All right. You come, sit over there. Don't get involved. If you can't play spades, we're not inviting you to the table. Like, sit in the corner and don't get in the way.
Yes. Let me tell you that a Black man taught me about meritocracy, because you're kind of bringing that up a little bit. And it's like when I was talking to the Black police chief and trying to set up programs for these kids, and he said, oh, let's First of all, when I walked in the door and he goes, "Oh, you're that white woman that's trying to get out of my office." And I go, "Listen, I understand you have a pissing contest going on with that white school board. I'm here to find out what you're willing to do to keep the kids out of the line of fire." He said, "Get in my office." We spent 2 hours. We came up with the most incredible, inspired ideas. I go back and I said, "Okay, so he's going to take and so he went to take the police department's going to take a whole classroom out for the day, play baseball, take them to movies, have a cookout, da, da. And I said, "So how are we going to pick him? Like a competition?" He goes, "No, I'm going to pull the name out of a hat of a teacher." I go, "Oh, okay." And he goes, I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because every child deserves to feel special. They don't have to do something to earn it." And that was like,
That's right.
wow, that was a whole
That's right.
encyclopedia of information.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, I applaud what you're doing. I thank you for coming on. I'm sad that you have to be an accidental abolitionist. I wish everybody could live in a world where you can just treat people like human beings because they're human beings and so are you, that we can see each other in each other. But that's not the world we live in. So we need people like you fighting. So thank you for putting your gloves on.
It's
Actually, you're bare knuckling. You're bare
the,
knuckling out there.
the only privilege I refuse to relinquish is being in this fight.
That's right. I appreciate you. Sharon Marie
Thank you.
Chester, thank you. Accidental Memoirs of an Accidental Abolitionist.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will